Hello, bonjour, Jonabot Kivanok, hola, und hallo. My name is Claudia, and I am a global citizen and global storyteller for international development. I've spent the last 10 years working in diplomacy for international development and humanitarian aid in international organizations such as the World Bank Group and the United Nations. And I have realized that fostering and creating social impact globally and within your community starts with storytelling. So, if you wonder on why you should listen in to my YouTube channel, let me tell you that you will find out that creating and fostering a social impact is all about three things: people, places, and stories. And I've realized there is one concept from my home culture and home country of Austria that I carry with me all along, mainly the concept of a Stammtisch. So usually back in the days, in particular before the First and the Second World War, people met on a Sunday at a communal table to discuss the most pressing issues happening within the community and village. A Stammtisch is something that we all need. Let me tell you a story now. You have to be bold for the future generation to come. You have to be bold in understanding that the legacy you're going to leave behind is marked by your actions and the stories that you will tell. Because you, as the millennial generation, you truly hold the power within yourself to be the driving force in eradicating extreme poverty and fostering shared prosperity, and implementing the sustainable development goals that will make our planet a better place. So now it is my pledge to you millennials to understand that the power of you is the power of youth. Because one thing this generation has that few generations before us truly had is the paramount creativity of meaningpreneurship. So it is my pledge to global youth leaders to embrace the power of you and the power of youth. These sustainable development goals will create and foster social impact in our planet and transform our planet to the global common good. Step 1, invest in your future and act now. Millennial and youth engagement, as well as global citizen engagement, is paramount in the eradication of extreme poverty. Put the message in your community out there. Invest in your community, invest in your leaders, and invest in what your one vision of the world by 2030 would look like. And you will see your one vision will transform towards a global common mission. Channel your energy into something positive. Positive energy is infectious. Delete the negative out of your life and realize that you already are a prosperous and great leader within your community. And you have a very special skill set that no one else has. So make sure to show your community your tricks. Step 3, difference versus different. Think about it. We all are different in our own little way. And we all use our difference to make a difference in society. You may be really good in fostering and creating social impact by helping at a women's NGO, and I may be really good in communicating your message to global leaders to come. Step 4, embrace a sense of unity within your society. In particular, now in the political climate we find ourselves in, we're divided more than ever. Embracing a sense of unity and compassion truly helps you to talk to your community about understanding and finding what your one vision towards a global common mission would be. Build your social impact business card. Come on, let's be honest. Surround yourself with social impact game changers. The community you're going to surround yourself with are the people who are truly going to elevate you. And do not forget, surrounding yourself with social impact game changers is like creating your own social impact business card. Step 6. International development is all about thinking big picture. Make sure that you will make promises you will be able to keep. And think about the fact that global emerging problems always will be cross-cutting. So if you deal within your community or globally about human rights, do not forget to cross-cut gender equality into the global emerging solution process as well. You will see by making your voice heard, it is going to make a big difference. Man or woman, choose a sustainable development goals that is closest to your heart. Out of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals the United Nations has declared that will transform our planet by 2030, find a Sustainable Development Goal that is closest to you. My Sustainable Development Goal is Sustainable Development Goal number 2, eradicating extreme poverty and finding a zero hunger generation by 2030. Step 8, advocate and raise awareness. You young global millennial leaders and global citizens out there can truly use social media as your platform of power. To all YouTubers, Facebookers, LinkedIners, Instagrammers, truly use the platform to be your message of voice and power of change. Success can be mixed. Let me tell you, I know it is. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you lose some. In international development, it's all about experiences though. It's not about winning or losing. One project may not work on your community or global level. Who cares? Take the pros and cons out of the project you had, write them down, and use them for your advantage the next time. Please do never get encouraged, because global and international development is about continuous progress. Celebrate diversity. We all come from different cultural backgrounds. I myself am an Austrian global citizen living in the United States, and I've realized that by celebrating diversity in unity, we can truly go ahead and change policies. We're different for a reason. And the reason why we're different is because it will help us to be an effective voice of change through cultural unity, through celebrating diversity, and hopefully creating an inclusive process along the way. You have heard 10 steps on how to be an effective voice of change. But let me tell you, step 11 is the most important one. Namely, it is that the power of you is the power of youth. And this does not only go out to global millennial leaders, but to any emerging leaders out there. That the most important thing you need to understand is to keep a youthful mindset, to engage with youngsters around the world, to truly understand on how our political and policy landscape is shaping. So, again, global millennial leaders out there, do not let your talent go to waste, and understand the power of you is the power of youth. So, why I do what I do? Let me think. Well, first off, because I'm very passionate about international development. Second off, I'm very passionate about cross-cultural communication and global storytelling. And third off, I just want to make an impact. I'm all about people, places, and stories. I truly love how the places I've traveled connect with the languages I speak, hence the stories I tell, and how everything intertwined just comes together. So I call it the PPS syndrome, right? The people, places, and stories syndrome. I have lived in many different countries over the last 13 years, and I have realized that really shaping who you are as a person and identifying what is the legacy you want to leave behind starts with identifying what are global emerging problems that we all face and how we can find global and emerging solutions to it. So in a nutshell, that's what I do. Thank you so much for listening. If you've liked what you've heard, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment box below. Also, I love to stay connected with you, and I'd love to hear your stories. So please email me and follow me on social media such as Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And never forget, it's all about people, places, and stories. I really would love to welcome you to the next episode where we'll talk about why hunger bites us all. Stay tuned.